So for my 35th birthday, the only thing I really asked for was just to go to the Virginia Aquarium in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And we took a trip on over there on Saturday, and it was pretty damn cool. Not exactly what I expected though, because I didn't take into consideration that the Virginia Aquarium was going to be an actual aquarium, whereas it showcases fish that are exclusive to Virginia and Virginia's waters, even along the coastline there, which was different from other aquariums that I've been to. But I think it was educational in that respect. But yeah, it was a little different. But I mean this in a good way. I don't mean to sound like I'm disappointed or not, because I'm not. It was a good time. And if you ever plan on going, definitely have a couple dollars to dish out for the 3D theater. Those are really cool. They actually kind of add a little more education and fun to the entire experience. If you can, try and go to the theater first. I think I tend to get a little bit more out of the experience of walking through the aquarium and seeing what the fish are more when I've seen the movie, even though the movie 9 times out of 10 has nothing to do with what you're going to see in the theater, rather in the actual museum or aquarium, whatever you want to call it. I definitely have some money for your snacks. They always have to have a snack bar, or a lunch food cafeteria area, and yeah, I hope you guys like walking too. Not too keen on the boat ride. There was a little boat ride you could take, and it's just a boat ride that takes you towards the beach front, but it doesn't take you to the beach front. You go towards it, but you don't go to it. Yeah, you're basically on a boat, and you're weaving through a little harbor area where all these homes are, and that's where they keep their boats. You're in their backyards pretty much, and if you go for far enough, if you go far enough, right below a bridge, you hit Virginia Beach, and all that. So it's basically a nice little 30-minute ride, and you turn around, you come back. So no, I didn't really get much out of it. So the boat ride needs to do something a little different. I don't know if they need like a glass bottom, or if they need someone to actually, rather than talking to the little kids about all the little creatures, maybe they should do it for everybody on the boat. Because there were about 5 or 6 kids when we went there, little kids, and they had a cooler, a styrofoam cooler with water and some creatures from the salt water there, and they picked them up and they said, "Hey kids, while everybody's walking around the boat and enjoying the fresh air, sort of, we're going to show you some critters from the water, and we're going to talk about it." Yeah, so I mean that's cool and all, but I mean there's other people that are interested and they want to know some facts about certain creatures that live in the water. And so, yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I mean, I could have gotten a little more from it. To me, it was just a regular boat ride. But yeah, the species there were fantastic. I liked the shark tank, of course. I liked any of the saltwater aquariums. In fact, my favorite one was where you were right beside the shark tank, and there was an aquarium that simulated the appearance of a sunken ship or a sunken submarine, possibly. But there was like an iron door there, and it had a ladder, and yeah, there were fish in there. So it was really a kind of neat setup that they had there. And yeah, so that was probably my favorite exhibit. A small exhibit, no fish in there to really like blow my mind, but just the overall idea of that was pretty cool. But yeah, we got to check out some models, really neat models of sea turtles and you know, the shoreline. And saw some sharks, saw some deep sea stuff in there. That was pretty cool. The jellyfish were neat. They had gosh, what are those things called? The fiber optic lighting there that illuminated the jellyfish and presented them in different colors. There was the stingray tank, which was really cool. You can actually bend over and put your hand down into the water, and what they're supposed to do, the stingrays are actually supposed to swim up to you and allow you to pet them. And you're just supposed to just feel their soft, wet, leathery skin as they just glide under your hand. But they were a little more shy today, and so it didn't work out to everybody's advantage, but it was cool enough. You still had to watch out for the stinger there. So, but that was still a lot of fun. And then we saw a turtle that had white pigment. It had not developed the typical turtle color, but it was really neat because it just added a little bit more uniqueness to this turtle. It was all white. It was pretty cool. What I liked also was that some of the exhibits, they had this little tunnel that you could walk underneath and then pop your head up inside this bubble. And the bubble was inside the cage or exhibit, and you could actually see like a first-person view, like from the Komodo dragon's viewpoint, being inside the exhibit, or a crab's view or a fish view. If you were in one of the aquariums that had this little feature in there. There weren't many, but there were a couple that I counted. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. I wouldn't recommend it over the Baltimore Aquarium. I think the Baltimore Aquarium has a little more to offer. But yeah, Virginia Aquarium is very educational, and it definitely has a lot of neat exhibits. Yeah, I like how the Baltimore Aquarium, I like how most aquariums are just all in one building. What are we doing right now?
I'm drinking some drink.
That's not what I was going for. We are walking on a nature trail from the main ocean section of the aquarium.
Yeah, and now we're going to go see snakes and owls.
And smaller fish.
And smaller versions of fish.
Smaller versions of fish. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, so
yeah.
More to come.
Yes, more to come. And more sweat to come.
I had a great time. Great time. So kudos to Virginia Aquarium. I'm going to actually come by and see you guys one more time soon. Looking forward to it. My parents are, you know, big aquarists too, and so yeah, they'll probably want to check it out as well. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of the aquarium footage, and we'll talk later. Bye.